Before its collapse, the Maya civilization rose like mountains through the jungle. A maze of towering pyramids, sacred plazas, and heaven-touching rituals. But beneath this grandeur, a disease festered: greed, fear, and bloodlust. The once great culture, now teetering on the brink of destruction, had forgotten the most ancient truth: no empire can outstrip time. Far from the crumbling cities, life quietly flourishes in the jungle. A small village, woven into the pulse of the earth. Their lives simple, rhythmic, and inextricably linked to the pulse of the wild. The scent of the damp soil, the chatter of hidden creatures. It is a world untouched by ambition, ruled only by survival and love. Among them stands the Jaguar's Paw, young, fierce, but with the soul of an ancient warrior. His eyes know the whispers of the jungle, and his heart knows only his family. In it, the pride of generations burns, a protector, a father. Children race in the misty morning air, their laughter etching the trees. One morning, before the dew has cleared from the leaves, strangers emerge from the mist, broken men with sunken eyes, whispering tales of villages swallowed by the winds. Their words taste of ash and blood. Elders gather beneath the sacred tree, their faces wrinkled with worry. The strangers' warnings speak of unfathomable horrors, unseen enemies, unknown diseases. But for the villagers, fear remains foreign. Their lives, so far, are governed by the perceived dangers of nature, not the cruelty of man. That night, as the stars flicker like burning embers above their heads, Jaguar Paw awakens. A weight on his chest is that ancient terror that has no name, but that every living being knows. He turns and watches his wife, Sven, breathing quietly beside him, her hand resting protectively on the crook of her pregnant belly. Jaguar Paw smiles, a small, fierce thing, silently vowing that nothing will separate them. The sun climbs slowly into the sky, painting the world in golden hues. Another ordinary day, or so it seems, but beyond the clearing, hidden by the shifting mist, fate sharpens its knives. Without warning, the world explodes into chaos. Screams shatter the dawn, spears flash, fire licks the thatched roofs. The Jaguar's Paw spins, his heart pounding, the life he has known burning before his eyes. And in its place, only terror and survival remain. From the dense undergrowth, masked warriors emerge like ghosts, their faces painted in strange patterns that twist under the rising sun. The invaders move mercilessly, a dark flood engulfing a defenseless village, tearing lives apart with brutal precision. Jaguar Paw charges into battle, every muscle fueled by primal instinct. He fights not for the faces he loves. He feels the gnawing clash of bones, the startling roar of blood in his ears, yet he refuses to fall. Amidst the smoke and terror, Jaguar Paw finds a fleeting moment of clarity. He gathers Sci-Fine and Turtle Run in a hidden hole beneath an ancient tree. Their only hope. They exchange no words, only a desperate glance, a silent promise. I will return for you. The battle is lost before it has truly begun. The survivors, the few who remain, are bound, their dignity stripped. Under heavy chains, they are dragged into the weeping mouth of the jungle, leaving behind only ashes, tears, and graves. The captives stumble through the heart of the wilderness, their bodies exhausted, their souls fraying like an ancient canvas. Jaguar Paw continues his march, each step a prayer whispered by the ancestors. The Mayan city rises from the horizon like a wound in the earth, beneath a heavy sky. Soaring pyramids loom above streets littered with corpses, the rich gorging themselves on abundance, the poor consumed by corruption. It is a place where gods feast on flesh, and where hope rots in the abyss. As the prisoners are paraded through the city, jeering crowds gather, their laughter sharp as swords. Jaguar Paw glimpses broken souls chained in the alleyways. This is not a place of salvation. It is a slaughterhouse disguised as a kingdom. Under the blazing sun, Priests prepare sacred altars. The scent of blood fills the air. The prisoners realize their fate. They will not be sold or enslaved. They will be offered their hearts and souls to the gods. Around him, men collapse in despair, their eyes blank, their bodies resigned. But inside Jaguar Paw, something unbreakable burns. It will not die here. It will not die. By some twisted game of chance or divine intervention, Jaguar Paw is thrown into mortal combat. Run, dodge, that's the rule. The city laughs, watches, but Jaguar Paw isn't running for the spectacle. He's running for the beating hearts buried beneath the roots of his home. Beyond the blood-stained city, the jungle stretches endlessly and darkly. A living fortress of tangled roots, whispering leaves and hidden eyes. For many, it's a grave, but for Jaguar Paw, it's home, it's hope, it's the only way back to all he loves. With a final burst of desperate strength, he breaks free. Amid a storm of arrows and shouts, he disappears into the emerald sea of trees, swallowed by the lush embrace of the jungle. Every heartbeat screams, run, don't stop. Behind him, pursued by angry hunters. They are warriors bred to kill, but Jaguar Paw is missing something. Something fiercer than hate. Every step causes excruciating pain. Scratched feet, ragged breaths, muscles crying out for rest. But fear sharpens his senses. Love nourishes his weary legs. Before him lies the heart of the forest, and behind him, death rides on merciless feet. Thorns tear at his skin. Hidden creatures lurk. Every moment is a choice. Adapt or perish. The Jaguar's Paw turns ghostly, gliding among the vines, breathing with the trees, and disappearing into the mist. Hunters are skilled. They read the language of the forest well. But the Jaguar's Paw writes a new story with every step. A story of survival, a story of defiance. The hunters pursue him, mocking him, their arrogance growing. They see him as wounded prey, a desperate animal stumbling toward its inevitable end. But they forget, in the forest, the wounded can be the most dangerous of all. The Jaguar's Paw draws them deeper into the harsh jungle. They stumble into traps set not by humans, but by the forest itself. Quicksand pits, unstable rocks, and poisonous ambushes hidden beneath vivid leaves. The forest sharpens its claws and begins to harvest the blood of their souls. The balance of power shifts. The hunted becomes the hunter. The Jaguar's Paw wobbles, each step heavier than the last. But deep within, a whisper rises. They need you. Get up. Keep moving. The hunt is no longer body against body, but spirit against spirit, will against will. Every heartbeat is a war drum. For a moment, the world is nothing but cold, suffocating darkness. But it fights on, running toward the fading light above. The Jaguar's Paw lunges from the river, gasping and wincing, like something more than human, reborn in the fury of the forest. A spirit of survival encased in bruised skin and an iron will. Through curtains of rain and fog, faint contours emerge. The familiar curves of the hills, the scent of the damp earth that was once his home. Somewhere beneath those roots, his wife and child cling to life, waiting. But the hunt isn't over yet. The last of the pursuers, fueled by anger and wounded pride, are about to make a final showdown. The cold air grows more misty. The forest holds its breath. The battle for life is about to be won. Before him lies a path of hope, not revenge. A future he must grasp with both hands. His journey isn't over. It's just beginning.